You could be losing hundreds if not thousands of dollars on your marketing by making this one simple mistake, and in this video I'm going to show you a clip from our most recent Inner Circle coaching call where we address this issue that could be costing you a ton of money and could also be the reason that your ads aren't converting into paid customers. And if you stick around until the end, my buddy Aaron's going to share with you the secret to maximizing the leads that you get from Facebook. But if you want to see the full coaching call that we did and even be on the next one so that way you can ask us your questions face to face, check out the Inner Circle. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. We are running a crazy deal on it right now, so if you're looking for coaching, accountability, and a group filled with people who are some of the most successful people in the industry, be sure to check it out. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video.
First thing I'd say is my ads aren't catching people's attention. I looked at the analytics recently, and I'm getting thousands of views, but not a lot of clicks, and even less with the actual lead flow.
So what conversion, like you can either optimize it for views, clicks, or messages?
I optimized it for website views, and I have my website set up through Footbridge.
Okay, sweet. So this is why I advise that you just send people to Messenger, because the more friction that you create, the harder it is to get that person to convert. So for example, somebody's got to click through to your website. They have to find a contact form. They got to find a phone number somewhere, and then they have to call or fill out a form and take an action. So it's just much easier. That's why I always try to push people to message, because it's just a quicker, like, hey, what's the price? It's also less risk on their end. So for them to divulge all their information to you, that's kind of like a big risk. It's like, oh, I got to give them my name, my phone number, my ad. Like, I just want to get a quick price. You know what I mean? So that's why everything's kind of targeted more towards message conversions. And then once you have that conversion, then you can give them a price, reassure them, talk to them about what the job is, stuff like that. So it's just a lower barrier to entry. But we really just got to think, like, how do we get them to take an action and get them to a place where we can get them a quote as quickly as possible? Okay. Aaron, you want to weigh in on that?
Yeah, especially when you're doing stuff like interruption type marketing like Facebook, right? It's already kind of informal, which, as we know, can lead to good leads, but it also can lead to a lot of not so good leads just because people are not on the platform to really buy. They're on the platform to complain about Joe Biden or Donald Trump, right? Like, that's what they're there for. And we interrupt them with a cool ad. They say, hey, you know, I'm considering this. So you really have to think about the customer journey. And this is something that we've recently done with Southeast Soft Washes. You know, they have a great products, and everybody loves their chemicals and their products and all the stuff. But it was like they were dealing with a lot of friction on the e-commerce side. This is especially with e-commerce. And guys watching this, I want you to take note on, you know, how you interact and how you buy from brands, right? And why you buy from them, and what makes you, if you ever bounce off of a site, why did you bounce off? A lot of times we don't think about that. We're just like in our phone and then we bounce off and we don't convert, right? We never think about, like, why did I just bail out of that website? And there was a reason. There was a reason, especially if you like the products, especially if you're interested in the products the company offers. Why didn't you go and convert in that moment? And so that is a whole study of reducing friction to the lead or the sale, right? With e-commerce, it's reducing friction to the sale because you're wanting them to give you a credit card and check out. With what you're doing, you're wanting to reduce the friction to the lead and getting their information and building enough rapport to where we can either get them an immediate quote like Mike, like Quote IQ, like Justin's situation, or if you're going to walk the property, we have to somehow build enough rapport to where we can get their information to go do so. But like, I love Justin's technique of understanding that these customers on Facebook, it's a very informal thing, right? And so he's telling you, don't try to garner too much information from them just yet. They're not on that platform to give you their info. They're not cold, but they're also very lukewarm. They're not a warm lead yet. They're not a hot lead yet. They're very lukewarm. So we kind of got to jig that fishing lure a little better, a little more finesse, because it's not like they're coming from Google, right? Somebody Googles pressure washing, they're looking. They are looking. So on Facebook, we have to understand that. I love Justin's technique of sending them to message instead of sending them to the website, because when it's informal, people are still willing to stay a little more informal. They see the lead, they see the video or whatever, the ad. That's a professional job. And to a lot of people like us who are in the industry, we judge like such nuanced shit in pressure washing. We're like, well, he could have done that gutter better there, or he could have done that driveway a little bit. That customer sees a before and after, or sees a good video of you cleaning and it's satisfying. They're like, he's a pro. Like, slide in. And so once they slide in, we have to make it frictionless. So keep them in the message. That's the goal with Facebook ads leads, is we have to take them from cold drifting around on Facebook looking at memes to warming them up about our business. It's not like Google at all.